shirt, so we could,
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be sick. You know what I'm saying? That Great Garden.
It was, out there. The couple of pictures I put out there, I'm gonna say his own shit. Like, yo, trying to keep this bitch on the shirt.
You see people do that?
Yeah. You think anything pretty? Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Merch guy game up. Oh, shit.
That's a bad bag. Okay.
What I say? This is have on a picture of me and you though.
That was some like punk rock poster type shit.
I really didn't care for that.
Yeah, I kind of figured that we didn't react to it.
I mean, it's like we could barely see each other. Like we could see him kind of because he was white, but me over pitch black.
Just make sure you get your phone off. No, off the on vibrator side. What's good, y'all? You're what? What's good, y'all? Y'all tuned in to the Grind Infotainment. I am your host, Suge Diddy, and today I have a couple of guests, special. What's good, y'all? Y'all tuned in to the Grind Infotainment. I am your host, Suge Diddy, and today I have a couple of. What's good, y'all? You tuned in to the Grind Infotainment. I am your host, Suge Diddy, and we are powered by WDRB Media, iHeartRadio. You can catch us every Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today I have a special guest in the house, the group collective that goes by WolfPac, and I'm going to let them tell you a little bit about themselves before we get too far along into the interview. So, fellas, one by one, let the audience know who we got in the house with us.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all living, man? It's D-Walk85, Hip Hop Cinema co-founder, 1/3 of WolfPac. You can catch me on social media at Hip Hop Cinema Knowledge Zero on Instagram, Facebook, Daryl Walker. If you still use Twitter, D_Walker85.
Hey, yo, I go by Fred Black, aka the Rap Addict. You feel me? You can find me on Instagram, Fred Black, HAC. You know what I mean?
I go by Jay Hustle. You can find me on social media, Instagram, Snapchat, all that, Foul Town. Facebook, James Smith. I'm a third member of the WolfPac, represent Bladen County, you know what I'm saying? Grinding all the time, not down.
All right, fellas. Well, I want to thank y'all for coming on the show and giving me an opportunity to interview y'all today. And just to give the audience a little more insight, where you originally from?
Well, me and Black, we're originally from upstate New York, a town called Newburgh. We've been here in North Carolina since 2002. We met Jay Hustle in 2003, 2004. We've just been cool kicking and rapping ever since. Hip Hop Cinema has been a label since 2010. We've done a few projects. The past couple years we've had a little run of you know, I would call them indie critical darlings. But you know what I'm saying? We had a couple of highly praised work, and now we just here to bring the WolfPac to the fold. You know what I'm saying? Showing the vision we've been at since the beginning.
Okay, all right. So now, you said that you've been in Fayetteville doing your thing. Now, when you were in Newburgh, were y'all rapping then?
Nah. We have moved up further upstate. I skipped part. Sorry. we moved further upstate when I was like 10 to up by Albany to a spot called Troy. We started rapping around that time. Ironically, my cousin Frank Rizzo from Newburgh, he put us on to rapping. Like we were fans, but he showed us how to actually do it. And you know, we have been forever off and on rapping about doing it ever since. Me a little more deeper than Black, because I kind of really got deep into it because I'm a rap nerd type, but
Okay.
you know what I mean, this is basically all this is nothing new to us. You know what I'm saying? Maybe new to people who've gotten to know us over the years, through my solo work, through Fred's solo work, or you know what I'm saying, people who were a little further in who knew Jay through LAR. You know what I'm saying? Now they get to hear what we've all been doing since 2003.
Okay. So it's 19 years, almost about to be 20 years that y'all been working on music and perfecting your craft and everything. What is the scene like? Do y'all still go back to Newburgh pretty frequently?
Oh no, man! I personally haven't been there in a while. It's been some years since I've been up there. I keep in touch though. Shot Parts and Fontaine. When he first started blowing up around, I started getting the word about him. My cousin Seth the Great, who's had a local buzz up there. You know what I'm saying, with the underground crowd. I always kept to him. One of my cousins that moved down here, Pooh Grams, who's done music with us through Bob Cinema, he had a buzz up there in New York for a minute with his Take from Hell through my cousin Seth the Great's label, Choose Music.
Okay. All right. So now, so sounds like you've been keeping up with the music scene pretty good up there. So just out of curiosity, how is it in comparison to the Fayetteville music scene?
Well, the similarities is basically a lot of homegrown, homemade avenues, platforms. You know what I'm saying? The artists can come into. You know what I mean? Things like this. Things also like the Rise and Shot 'em Out. You know what I mean? And other avenues like that. There's stuff like that up there too, and there's showcases, and you know they do the same thing we do. Only really difference is the regional differences. You know what I mean? Whereas we down here would see going to Atlanta as a step above, as the next move we'd have to take. Them up there would be like they gotta go to the city, you know, and they decided to go with the, you know, what goes on that side like we go on our side.
Gotcha. Okay, so now I know that currently you're pushing the single Black Chevy. What was it like creating that song for y'all?
Well, I'll let the bro listen to that one.
Personally, I got a Black Impala, so I was driving trucks like a couple years ago. So I stepped away, like I was in the back. I was still on songs and stuff, but I was more back in the scene. But I just got off the truck and I drove my Chevy for like 2 days straight, and this hook just got stuck in my head. So I just found a beat for it, and we're putting down the hook, and people was like, "Oh, we on this," and that's how it came out.
Okay, cool deal. Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take just a little quick break, and then we'll come back and get a little more deeper into hip hop cinema and the WolfPac, and you know, just bear with us, folks. We'll be right back.
That was good.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all sticking with us at the Grind Infotainment. Again, I am your host, Suge Diddy, and I have special guest WolfPac from Hip Hop Cinema in the house. And so you told us about how you came up with the hook for Black Chevy and everything. Now, as far as today's hip hop and rap culture, if you had to, because we're not real big on putting labels on certain things, because we all have our own type of diversity, from personal lives to music. So now, if you just had to put a label on the type or style of music that y'all make, what areas do you think that it would be labeled as, just to kind of give everybody an idea of what to look forward to when they look at music or when your music comes on?
The best way I can say is, I would say just hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I would say just hip hop, because it's hard to kind of really put a label on us. Like, we've been accused of being put in certain boxes and certain labels and be compared to certain groups. You know what I'm saying? A lot is something we've heard a lot. Wu-Tang is obviously one we've heard a lot. And, you know what I'm saying? As big of fans as we are, you know what I'm saying, of those groups, you know what I'm saying, we're not trying to duplicate them or anybody. We just do what we do. But, you know what I'm saying, we got songs that are different outside of that style too. Like on the Honey Season album, we have songs like M.O.B., which is more Cash Money-ish, you know what I'm saying? Never Lonely, which is on that same wave. Goldie and Slim, which is Hustle and Black, going back and forth on some, you know what I'm saying, on some real pimpish type Macadocious, you know what I mean, tip. We got Back Roads, which is, it's in that lane, but it's more with the more current Griselda wave, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that we were aiming for the wave, but, you know,
It's just like,
that's how I came.
And we got performance that's like a club song, so we try to hit every different aspect.
cool, smart. And I like that. You know, you still pay homage, while letting it know that y'all are definitely different and running with your own style, with your own formats and everything. And that, you know, of course, with music, you're influenced by the people that you listen to in some sorts, whether you idolize them or they just make good music that you like to listen to, you know. And so, of course, in some cases, it's definitely not a bad thing if it is familiar to something else, because you know that that's not what we're trying to do, but hey, if it comes out like that, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna enjoy it. So definitely respect that y'all try to keep that originality, and I don't only want to say try to. I like that y'all keep originality to yourselves, into your music and everything. So now I know that y'all have done quite a few performances over the last couple of years, and how do y'all enjoy performing your music?
Like a whole nother high. I mean, it's like one high making the music, but then performing and somebody actually singing with you on your hook, it's like, it's satisfying, you know what I'm saying? It's like a high without weed.
Okay.
Yeah, I say the same for me too. I mean, you know, most people who actually do this music thing, you know what I mean, you've had your peak and your valley, you know what I'm saying? Every great show, you've had some bad shows, and every one of them is a learning experience. Like, I can't speak on nobody else in the group, and I know personally I've had some terrible shows, but I would not trade them for the world, because I learned from those shows enough that when those good ones came, and you've actually personally been to a couple of our good shows, so you can test this. When those good shows come, that energy, that, you know what I'm saying, it's just something you can't fake, you know, so when it comes to us on stage together. You know what I mean?
It's definitely true, and you know, I always enjoy y'all's performances. I personally haven't ever seen a bad performance. I know that there has been, and it's common to happen, unfortunately, that sometimes there's technical difficulties with the sound system in the venues, promoters, even myself, I've fallen short on, you know what I'm saying, when I put together different type of shows where not having enough microphones for performers and everything. But I can say that in some of those situations where I've personally seen where other entities around the show or the performance have fallen short. It's not the artist, but it's maybe the DJ, maybe the like I said, the sound system at the venue, so forth. The promoter might not have had everything together, but I can say that in those situations, y'all make it look good to where you don't really see it bother y'all, you know, and y'all still put on. So I definitely want to give you your props on that and salute to y'all on that. No, hey, it's you know what I'm saying, just being true. So now, do you have any performances coming up? I mean, I know it's still early in the second quarter and everything, and you know the skies aren't the limit. But you know, is there anything that you know the fans can look forward to, like in the next month or two, to check y'all out on as far as the actual performances or anything like that?
We have a couple shows coming up. A few of them I would like to say, but we haven't had them set in stone. Like they're like 80% set in stone. And I'm just personally, I don't like to put anything out anymore unless it's 100%, especially from the shows. But you know what I'm saying? We have one major show that's coming up. You know what I'm saying? It'll be coming next month. I can't wait for that one. We were in talks and doing some other shows out of state. Those kind of fell through, but we're gonna have some shows in Harnett County, a couple more here in the Ville. I'm aiming personally to work on trying to get a show back in Lake County where all this started. You know what I'm saying? Trying to work on getting that one before the year's out. But you know what I'm saying, all I can say is just expect us on the road. You're gonna see it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. You know, what are your plans in the future, the extremely near future, as far as doing road shows? Like, are you gonna you answer how you want to answer it? You know what I'm saying, despite how I word it.
Yeah.
Are you planning on doing like a tour of some sort, or are you just hitting showcases? I mean,
well, we're in the showcase. We're in the showcase circuit now. The showcase circuit now. We got a couple. We've done official concert shows. The social media rap group WokfPac. We did a show with them last year in Jacksonville. Very, 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 very positive experience all the way around. We're trying to get more other type shows. We know that's a process that has to be earned. Have to be worked into, and we're getting there. But I really, really want to start trying to do my own shows and showcases. You know what I'm saying? Like my own, start our own, like WolfPac presents. You think you got it? You know what I'm saying?
okay. That's definitely be a good look, not just for yourselves, but also for whatever artists take advantage of the opportunity that you present for the culture. Now, I know that in Fayetteville, there's, in my own words, a stigma when it comes to networking and collaborations. Now, do y'all have any interest in doing any collaborations in the future?
Oh, for sure. Like, if it makes sense, I do collab with anybody, you know what I'm saying? I just want to work.
That's been the motif of hip hop cinema since the beginning. We've always been open to, you know what I'm saying, work with anybody, open to, you know what I'm saying, do shows with anybody. It's always for me personally, it's always been about, you know what I'm saying, the love of music and the love of the culture of what we, you know what I'm saying, do. So I'm just willing to help anybody who's willing to help me, you know what I'm saying, I enjoy it. we've had instances and issues and stuff, you know what I'm saying, with trying to get that college with other people. But, you know, that's just a learning experience that you have to have sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Everybody doesn't get the rocket stripped to the moon, signed overnight story. So, I mean, we'll have the years of turmoil and grind and people not believing in your vision or not seeing your vision. You know what I mean? I take it in stride personally now, because any detractors anybody who's ever had anything negative or detractory to say about hip hop cinema has had to turn back on their words some way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? They've had to turn, like, you know what I'm saying? We've made so many people believers, you know what I'm saying? That's why I still say hip hop cinema is the greatest underdog label in the history of local rap. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you on that, and I've definitely watched as late as 2016-17 when I really started getting involved in the hip hop scene here in Fayetteville. I've seen y'all put in a lot of work. I've seen, you know, the efforts to try to work with others. I've seen the good and the bad, you know, which we're not going to indulge into, because it's all about being positive and moving forward, learning from the experiences that, you know what I'm saying, that we go through. Now, kind of touching on the collaboration part. Now, y'all have been busy. Like, I've watched a shift in the game in a positive sense for y'all, and it's not just y'all three anymore on hip hop cinema. So now y'all gotten into obtaining artists under the label, it seems like. So instead of me assuming, since I have y'all here in the building, you know, let us know a little bit of what's going on with that.
Well, first and foremost, the foundation, the beginning, and the roots of hip hop cinema has been, is, will always be D-Walk 85, Fred Black, Jay Hustle, the WolfPac. You know what I'm saying? We literally built this thing from the ground up ourselves, even years before anybody even knew what we were doing. You know what I'm saying? We had a history of having other people in the fold, you know what I'm saying? You might remember a couple years ago, we had a nice little roster of people, like, shout out Mama Black, Free My Homie, shout out Nick Beans, much love, cousin. We had my cousin Toby, we had Pooh Graham. We've had a few people in there come in and out, you know what I'm saying? Now, we get more than anything else, it's been more just alliance of people who are like-minded like us. They're not visually about cinema, they just, you know what I'm saying, they're just friends and supporters and like-minded souls. You know what I'm saying? Shout out DJ Chris up there in South Regime, G the Villain. You know what I'm saying? And speaking on collaboration, me and G the Villain got a tape that's currently being tweaked and worked on called God's Image. He was on Hunt Season. He'll be on our B side.
Shout out to Shy too. He's all daydreaming and he's a singer.
Hip hop cinema. Yeah, he's a singer hip hop cinema. Don Shy. Shout out Gutter Baby. You know what I'm saying? The young dude down signed with Maury's EBF label. He was with us for a moment. We go back a ways with him. He's on Daydream as well. He's the background guy. You know what I'm saying? Don Beats has been a supporter and a collaborator of ours. I plan on doing some more stuff with Don. Matter of fact, our first video, well, not our first video, but my first solo video with Jordan Punk, Don Beats directed that video. That's kind of our sleeper hit of last year. And along with Lit Pen, my bro, singing with Jay.
And I got more collabs in the works with it. Cause I'm from Bladen County, Elizabethtown, North Carolina, so I got a collab with Black Gary in the works. And my LER fam from back in the days, Tom, J-Dot, Carter. We just keep it working, try to put on for the city.
Shout out Chill Bando and Creek Rose too. We gonna get them in too.
Yeah, definitely got you.
Yep. Well, again, we're gonna go to another little break, and we'll be right back with the WolfPac. This is the Grind Infotainment. I am your host, Should Diddy, Shout out to WDRB Media and iHeartRadio for powering the show. And again, don't forget y'all can catch us every Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll be right back.
Oh, you talking about Trey Mars, to Hope on Mars?
Yeah, I can never remember their names, bro, and I do not want to mess up their names like that.
Yeah, Hope on Mars, man. I just
still gotta finish them songs.
I just seen him.
Look, I seen him once. He was good. See what he's trying to do with that song.
He told us whenever we're ready, come back. You know, whenever we can get back together, whenever we're free, come back up there.
Yeah.
Okay. He said love never left, man.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, well, I still was trying to hit up with Black Gary to record that song. I wrote the verse and never recorded it. That's crazy.
I don't know. Just, yeah. Oh, Black Gary, that's the annoying. Oh. You're not going to hide about that. That's the annoying dude, though.
On Tyler.
So, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That joint was rocking on it.
It was, man.
Oh, man.
You couldn't get too drunk. Hey.
Turn.
I gotta find that file again. The file with them songs on them, 'cause you know I was on my different phone. It wasn't even on my last phone. It was on the phone before that.
You shouldn't have found me. Like, I still got it.
Okay.
The other one, I just got to see it. I don't have it. Oh, I do have it.
Man, you like dark skin Jim Jones in 2003. So you like a Dipset member, that's all I know.
I ain't even cut that much off, man. I messed up on it, so I went ahead and cut more off.
I'm surprised when I was tired. I'm not sleepy as I should be, bro. You do realize I only got like 4 hours of sleep. Then, you know what I'm saying? Not talking about for yesterday. I only got 4 hours of sleep, then we went to go drop my mom's off.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't sleep, we came back till about 8. I ain't gonna sleep last night till about 3 in the morning.
Well, that sound like me.
I got to chill. I gotta work tomorrow.
I thought about handing another shot of apple pie. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do it.
Oh man, I thought about it too. That shit was good too.
Yeah, I really barely hit it because I spilled most of it.
You said, what was it?
Apple pie moonshine.
Oh, yeah. But I'll be scared of moonshine, bro. Like, cause when I was hanging with Justin on there, you talking something, make your balls turn, you grow hair. Where you don't want to grow hair. I was like, yeah, I ain't fucking with that. Like, y'all got it.
I fuck moonshine if I'm sitting down for a long while. Like, I ain't about to sit like drink and go out. Nah, I'm drinking that if I'm sitting down. You at a party, I'm cool.
Yeah, well, I tried drinking early. But them shit elders got me paranoid. Like, I know if I get poured, it's over 0.4, I'm gone. Like,
So far we got 21 minutes and 48 seconds of time put together. The show's on 30 minutes. So we're gonna just do one more segment. We're gonna try to keep it under the 9-minute mark real quick. Probably do like maybe 5 minutes, so that way we still got a little bit of space for your song. Cause how many minutes is the song?
Which one is that? Black Chef?
It's like 4 songs.
It's like about 4.
24.
Let me make sure I can double check right now.
Hey, Mom, say cheese.
Which one did I send you? I said the Black Chevy.
Can we get a close up on the sneaker?
Black Chevy. 4 minutes and 32 seconds.
I'm trying to reform or something. Man, on that joint.
Still trying to pour a joint tonight.
Yeah, get that hook it up. My phone joint.
It's 4 minutes.
32. We talking about perform with her. Mozzie's butt.
The carport, man.
Carport.
I mean, brother, my bad. Yeah, carport, bro.
Yeah, that's my idea. Once in a while, let's do that shit. I think somebody perform with the shit.
So what we'll do is on this segment, we're gonna kind of wrap it up a little bit, but what I'm gonna do is, ask about any future music or any songs that, y'all get ready to put out, if there's any visual to it. Then I'll let y'all, again, saying, drop your social media or whatever, however, saying, y'all wanna do that part and do a couple shout outs.
Okay.
So that should be keep us under that 30-minute range.
Shout out to my kid. You know you're gonna be feeling stuck away.
Oh, yeah. Y'all ain't going me, man. What's going on?
Man, you ain't even say nothing about the show.
We back in the country yet.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all sticking with us at the Grind Infotainment. All right, y'all. We're back on the Grind Infotainment. I am your host, Suge Diddy. I've got the WolfPac of Hip Hop Cinema in the building, and fellas, like I mentioned earlier, you got the song Black Chevy out now. Is there any music that other singles that you're pushing right now or going to be pushing pretty soon? Once you let Black Chevy get into the ears of everybody around the world?
I mean, we got the whole. We really want the whole world to listen to the whole hunting season project. Because to be honest with you,
Yeah.
I mean, we feel like every song on it is worth the world listening to.
Yeah, it's got multiple singles on that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? After Black Chevy, I'm probably daydreaming on one of the more radio friendly. You know what I'm saying? We'll probably keep it radio friendly for the first couple before we go on. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm such a old school rap nerd. I'm trying to treat it like the old Universal records. You know what I'm saying? Like they give the first radio single, then they give the street single, or they gave the street single 6 months before they gave you the radio single. But either way, you already got accustomed a certain way, and then boom, you know what I'm saying? Here comes the other way for it. I just feel like bring more attention.
Okay. Now, where can they find hunting season? Like, what all platforms is it on? Where will it be on?
Spotify,
YouTube,
iTunes, Tidal.
Apple.
I said iTunes.
Oh, my bad.
You know what I'm saying? Like basically everywhere music can be played. You even still use Napster and Deezer. It's on there too. I know.
Nothing wrong with that. Make sure you got everything covered and all platforms situated. I like that. So now, we're running down on time. So again, I do want to thank y'all for coming in and giving me the opportunity to, help you gain a little more exposure on your quest to greatness. Is there any shout outs or anything y'all want to give? And anything that y'all want to say to other up-and-coming rappers or artists or, just people that are interested in getting into the music game for more than just a hobby? Because I know this is, serious business for y'all. This ain't no hobby. This is what y'all do.
Let y'all go first.
Alright, well, I want to say to the up-and-coming artists, really put in that work. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do this, really put in that work. And the moment that you doubt yourself, that's when you go the hardest. You feel me? You know what I mean? Like, you just gotta do it, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? As far as shouting out, I want to put a shout out to the whole, you know what I mean, Fayetteville, Blaine County, shout out my family, all my kids, you know what I'm saying? Zai, Nate, John, Elijah, Sarai, and I say, hey, peace and love, praise God, man.
Shout out to Love, cause we got a show coming out too, called The Jungle. You know, for all upcoming artists, I just say just keep grinding and be open-minded. Just try to seize every opportunity you can. But shout out to everybody, Blaine County, Fayetteville, all the people who made it along the way. Hey, just keep doing this, keep it moving.
Shout outs to the culture first and foremost. Shout out to the hip hop culture. Shout out to black culture. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the 80s babies, man. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't supposed to make it past 25. Joke's on you. We still alive. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Well, shout out to everybody. Shout out to you, Shug. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mozzie, the BMP. Shout out to Foxy. Shout out to 104.5. Like, just, I love hip hop, so shout out to everything hip hop, good or bad. The one advice I can give to aspiring artists, for any aspiring artist who just wants to get in the industry and make music, stay consistent, grind, have a solid team behind you, and have a solid plan for what you're trying to do. For those who might feel a little deeper about the music and about, you know what I'm saying, hip hop in general, stay true to what you believe this thing to be. And never allow an outsider, and you know what outsiders I'm mentioning, do not allow the outsider to dictate to you what this is supposed to be.
Well, again, fellas, I appreciate y'all coming through. It's definitely an honor, you know. And on that note, only thing I have left to say is make sure y'all tune in every Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to the Grind Infotainment. Again, I am your host, Shug Diddy. Shout outs to WDRB Media, iHeartRadio. Shout out to Big Mozzie and BMP. Shout out to the whole hip hop cinema movement. And shout out to Fayetteville, and also shout out to Augusta, Georgia. We out of here. Appreciate y'all.
All right.
Fellas.
Damn, people sound offended when I say Applebee's.
No, I said I'm sorry, that was just that reaction. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to malicious. That was just that reaction.
I'm about to say, you don't care if they we beefing. Like,
they're going to bring them back on the show again. Bring them back on the show again. I said attention. Ask them harder questions, sure. Ask them harder questions.
Hey, but yeah, definitely, I will be bringing y'all back on, you know what I'm saying,
for sure.
at a later date, and it'll be on me, you know what I'm saying, so, like, because I fuck with what y'all do, you know what I'm saying, like, y'all already know that goes without being said, definitely, I can't say enough how much I appreciate y'all coming through, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to do the same thing Mozzie's doing. I don't want to ask the same questions Mozzie's asking.
I already see the contrast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we put it like 99 perspective, Mozzie would be like Mike Tech, or you know what I'm saying? Like Mozzie would be like Mike Tech Monday through Friday. You know what I'm saying? Or even back when they had that other who was doing it on Radio at Night on Fox. Now, I will also say G Money, but I don't think it was G Money.
Was it on Fox?
Nah, I think he did at one point. I don't think it was consistent.
Either way, Mozzie's the DJ. Mozzie's that radio, you know what I'm saying, that radio show at night. You're like the weekend show.
Yeah.
Like the weekend show, you know what I'm saying, it's a little more toned down.
Mm-hmm.
But I like shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
Who was the girl that was on there?
Him and I?
Nah. I think it's called a Jay or something.
It was, bro. I used to listen to it all the time. I kept it.
Yeah, 'cause I remember that did a drop.